Welcome to Mystic Moons. This is a reading for Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, Leo 8th house, Leo 12th house. Primarily are the collectives that I think of when I pull for these. Leo, how are you doing today? Leo, if you appreciate my time, do give me a thumbs up. That's what my cat says. And Leo, you can consider, if you feel so inclined, Leo, sending us a tip if you appreciate the work that's being done here. You can super chat it, Leo. You can send it by Cash App or buy me a coffee. It's not really the amount, Leo. It's just a gesture, a few cents, a few dollars. It would be appreciated, Leo. Especially, Leo, sometimes you could say, oh, well, you're already on YouTube, blah, blah. Well, it's a small channel, Leo. Each couple of videos I do, they equal about the earnings of a nickel. Very, very small amount. So, as I said, it's not really the amount here, but it's a token. And it's something to add on to the 2 cents or 3 cents per video. Leo, if you would like a personal reading, I am available for personal readings. I will be available after this live. I do ask for a donation. You can super chat that or whatever. Look in the details. And also, too, Leo, if you have any other placements, you can look at your natal chart and think about it. If you have anything relevant in your 8th house, 12th house, or moon that you'd like to go and explore further, I am in the midst of doing all the signs for something to anticipate. But I did just wrap up some other signs. Secret you should know. And then there are some other ones which you can check out. I think that's all the forward that's necessary. Shall we get into it, Leo? What is something to anticipate for Leo? Let's find out. Something to anticipate, Leo. 2 of Wands, Hangman. You have a couple things you're waiting for, aren't you, Leo? Something that you've already set in motion, Leo. Something that you could have set the seeds for, Leo, a long time prior. Something, Leo, that's not really about, well, the tangibles per se, Leo, but it's something close to your heart. It's an action or actions or a result, Leo, that would make you feel good. Something that's been yearning in your heart for, Leo. Something you definitely could have considered, Leo. You already have put significant investment and or attention towards. Anyway, we have a 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands waiting for some action to happen when things haven't been quite moving along. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I have a Page of Pentacles. And I have a 9 of Wands. This is something to anticipate, isn't this, Leo? I have family here, Leo. I have partnerships here, Leo, despite the fact that I have some cards that look like plans and work and energy. We could be talking about family business. We could also be talking about business endeavors and goals that loved ones, Leo, or ones who you are interested in, have been undertaking. Anyway, Leo, something to anticipate for you. If we're not talking about family, Leo, we're talking about friends close enough to be family. We're talking about people close enough to be family. When can connections finally be made, Leo? When can a start happen, Leo? Leo, I almost want to say for something to anticipate for you. If there are people, Leo, who you're waiting to come over, however they may be coming over as, maybe they're family who you haven't seen in a while, Leo. Maybe they're people who you hope to bring into your household or to get closer to. These are people, would be people, Leo, that you know quite well. And it's not really logical, Leo. It doesn't really make sense, Leo. It's not like you really need their partnership, Leo. It's just a fact of how being around them in their presence makes you feel, Leo. You like them on a level that doesn't have to be rationalized or validated. And something to anticipate for you, Leo. Those connections, I almost want to say, Leo, connections that have been going on for a while. Building and building, Leo, for certain elements to fall into clockwork where you would be in the regular presence of another. Well, something to anticipate for you, Leo. Time to focus your gaze elsewhere. You know, some things, Leo, are in a constant state of motion in one spot. I wouldn't exactly call it stagnant, Leo, but it's almost the energy. Have you ever seen, Leo, a little hamster or a little gerbil? And you give that little gerbil or hamster a wheel, and boy, Leo, do they run on that hamster wheel and hamster gerbil wheel, right? You know, there's motion being made and energy being made, but it's just kind of staying in the same spot. And here's something to anticipate for you, Leo. In a situation like this, if it applies to you, it's going to remain in that spot for some time yet to come. And if you ask me, Leo, I don't know what your patience is like. I don't know what kind of placements you have that would want things to be more immediate and ones that would allow you to be very forgivingly patient for things to come together. But if you ask me, Leo, this is far too long to wait on something that you've been planning to come. Leo, if it comes, it comes. But in this energy, you're still going to be waiting a while yet, and there are better things to do with your time than wait for that person or that family unit or that dear friend or that dear loved one, Leo, to come closer to you, to be in their regular presence. Leo, That's my message for you today. That's something to anticipate. There are better things to focus on, Leo. Better connections to be made. One connection, Leo, that won't at all take as long as this one does. Leo, if you appreciate my time and energy, do let me know. Do give me a thumbs up. Leo, again, if you're so inclined, if you'd like to, send a gesture. A tip would always be appreciated. And Leo, I am available for personal readings. I'll put the details in the pinned comment and send over your donation, Leo, through Super Chat or buy me a coffee. Hello. So if you want that, well, I speak English. I'm in the US. I can speak some Chinese. I can speak some Spanish very poorly now. I can speak a few other languages, but English is the language I communicate in. And if you would like, if you can understand what I'm saying, Kasarmi or Sarmi 123, please do send a super chat in. Thank you.